Have you ever seen someone who's living behind a facade? They are projecting one thing, but they're really somebody else, or something else is behind that. Let's talk about that today in your morning cup of inspiration. You know, I've done it before, lived behind a facade. I know when I started to do sales years ago before broadcasting, I was told to fake it till you make it. Let people think that have all the success, and let them see that you're wearing this fake Rolex, or that you're have a diamond pinky ring, which was really a cubic zirconia and it wasn't real. But we're trying to fake it till we make it, and people do that throughout life, not just faking it till you make it in sales, but they do that through their life. And I'm sure you know people like that, and I know people like that. And I see it a lot days. That's always pointed out about ministers when they fail, saying, "Here, they live in one life and they're preaching another." Rex Humbard once told me, "You gotta walk your talk," because I always saw that with him. I always watched him, and he always walked his talk, and that's the truth. And over in Luke 12:2-3, the Bible tells us you can't keep your true self hidden forever. Before long, you'll be exposed. You can't hide behind a religious mask forever. Sooner or later, the mask will slip and your true face will be known. You can't whisper one thing in private and preach the opposite in public. The day's coming when those whispers will be repeated all over town. See, it's fool's gold. It's not real. You're putting out a facade, or people put out a facade that's not them. They want to be something that they aren't. You know, 1 Samuel 16:7 basically tells us that man looks on the outward appearance, but God looks on the heart. And that's where it all begins. So how do we discover the person that God created us to be, the real person inside us? We start by knowing our Creator, having a personal relationship with Him, and sustaining that. And that's when we discover our true identity. The destruction of this facade that we put up gives way to the freedom that we have in life and spirituality, because that comes when we fall at His feet and we just allow Him to set us apart. The facade falls down, the real inner us comes out, and people can see Christ through us and the real person that we are. Matthew 23:12 tells us, "For those that exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted." I was reading an article by a lady named Miranda Davis, and she said, "If we try to act like we have all the answers, are self-righteous and prideful, then eventually we will be brought to our knees. However, if we approach life in humble surrender on our knees before God and acknowledge He has all power, then we are lifted up. He will bless us with divine guidance and insight while providing His supernatural strength and protection." So simply put, it's humility. And humility begins when we see ourselves in the right relationship with God. It begins when we don't have to admit we have all the answers, and that we have a teachable spirit, and that we right our wrongs, and we ask God for help. We ask for help. That's how we break the facade. When we humble ourselves before the Lord and allow Him to set us apart. I hope that blesses you today, and I look forward to seeing you again for another morning cup of inspiration. Have a wonderful day, everyone.